let's look through the PPT. So the agenda of today's presentation is we'll be first learning about what exactly Java is, then we'll see why it is important for us, then we will see the feature of it, and finally we will see why it is platform independent and secure. Now let's first understand the difference between these three languages. So you might be aware of these two languages. C is considered as a mother of all language, and it is also known as a procedural programming language. C++ is a combination of procedural programming and object-oriented programming, and Java is object-oriented programming. That simply means we need to write all our program using class and object pattern. Now these all are the founders of basic languages. C was founded by Dennis Ritchie in 1972. C++ was founded by Marianne Strauss in 1979, and then Java was founded by James Gosling in 1991. Now before starting with any language, it is very important for us to first ask ourselves one question, that why should we learn this language? So basically we should have some motivation behind learning any new language. So the first motivation is that, as you can see on your screen, top companies like Google, Amazon, Instagram, Facebook are still using Java for developing their top products. So this is very important factor. And now the next factor is that, as you can see on screen, if with Java you can integrate with any of the domains. So if you are aware of Java, you can work with web development, you can work with Android development, and also it is providing lot many frameworks like Struts, Spring and Hibernate, through which we can develop our end-to-end project. Now what exactly happens is, whenever we are writing our program, we are saving it with .java extension. It gets applied to compiler, and compiler converts it into a .class file, which is known as a bytecode. So what exactly use of this bytecode we will see in further slides. Now whenever you want to program in Java, so JDK is an important software, which is Java Development Kit, and Java Development Kit consists of JRE, which is a runtime environment which is responsible for providing us a library, classes and development tools. And finally we are having JVM, which is Java Virtual Machine. So what exactly it is and what it provides us, we will see in further slides. So let's first understand the features of Java. So Java is open source, so that means anyone can use it. Next, it provides us a high performance. Then it gives us a feature of multi-threading. That simply means we can perform multiple operations simultaneously. It is secure and it is platform independent. So we will see in further slide what exactly does it mean. And it is object oriented. As I said, object oriented simply means that we will be writing our program using class and object pattern. So now let's first understand why Java is platform independent. So as I said in an earlier slide, whenever we are writing our program, we are writing with .java extension. It gets applied to compiler. Compiler converts it into a .class file, which is known as a bytecode. Now platform simply means we are having different operating system on our system. So basically we need something common to run on all the operating system, so that we don't require extra things for different operating systems. So basically Java compiler gives us a .class file, which is bytecode and which is common for all the platforms. That simply means we can run that bytecode on all the platforms. So operating system level compatibility has been achieved through this. So that's why Java is platform independent. So simply means you can run your Java code on all different operating systems with the help of JVM. Now let's understand why Java is secure. Because it has its own memory management, which means it has its own garbage collector, which is responsible for handling all the memory related operations automatically. Next, it do not have pointers, since you might be aware of pointers in C++, which is responsible for giving us information about memory. So since we don't have pointers in Java, so there is no chance of memory leakage. Next, it provides us access specifiers. So different access specifiers are used for deciding the accessibility of data members and member functions. And then we have a compile time checking. So while writing your program, if you are getting errors, syntax related errors, so that is good for us as a developer, so that we can know where exactly we are making mistakes. And finally, it is also having the concept of exception handling. So if any kind of resource related problems or interrupt is coming, so Java has a responsibility to handle that. So I hope you understood everything about today's presentation. So we will see about the installation of JDK and Eclipse